Good morning, pregame crew. Welcome to 2023. This is the first show of the year. It is January 3rd, 2023, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and you're at the pregame show, and this is where I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. My goal is to get you ready for the trading day, the trading week, and we're going to make this year a good one. Thank you for being here, and please remember to hit that like button. Can I have an audio visual check, please? Let me get the chat. I didn't pop that out. Let me say hi to my friends. Hi, Topher, Whitney, Night Truck, Mustang, Paul, Greg, Mark, Rob, Roger, Alexander, Derek, Michael, Patrick, Lisa, E.G. Hey, Mary. Thank you, Bob. Hey, Sir Fernando. Hey, Kevin. Well, thank you, Kevin. Your charts are beautiful as well. Hi, Trader Satoshi. Rob, thanks. Hey, Tess. Good morning, Casey. Hey, Bobo and Fred. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Dustin in Arizona. We have two daughters in Arizona. Good morning, good morning. We are green overnight. We had Hang Seng green overnight, and DAX is currently green. So, got lots of green out there. We have lots and lots to talk about. I have my notes off the screen, and I will copy and paste those for TCG members when I'm done with the show. And I'll take a few chart requests. Yes, EG, I will. Someone asked me via Twitter for a chart request. And remember, my purpose here is to get you ready for the trading day, looking at indices and my favorite setups. I understand that you want your charts answered, but I can't do them all. So let's start out with FITB. Someone asked me about. Excuse me. Daily uptrend, weekly potential bear flag, caution. 4 hour, it looks to be setting up well. XLF looks great in pre-market. All the XLF names look great. Your key support is 32.58 and then 32.53. Yeah, give me your ticker request, EG. Bonne, Roger, I don't know what that means, but I hope it's something nice. Good morning, good morning. Okay, I'll do one more from Twitter request, TFC. And those of you on TradingView, you can also submit request. Good morning, Brandon. Randall, there's a 100% chance we'll do both today. Go up and down. Let me. So TFC, daily uptrend as well. Man, these look like rising wedges. You're getting tiny higher highs without a lot of follow through. So I'd be careful with these regional banks because that sure did look wedgy on that 4 hour. Oh, yep, EG. Now you're the one who messaged me. Yep. I'm going to do TUR. Is this one liquid? This looks real gappy. 211,000 units traded of this instrument. Not super liquid. It is moving, huh? Monthly overbought, weekly overbought, daily overbought. Only thing you can do with it here, in my opinion, is wait for 5 and 15-minute oversold bounces to trade long. If you're in long, you have no reason to get out until the hourly EMAs are lost below you. Until then, I would ride along. You know what, Gassan? You're saying happiness will come after we make some money. The focus should always be to trade your rules. Trade your system, your strategy, and follow your rules and your discipline. And if money follows or doesn't follow, be happy either way. That is my opinion and my take. Okay, Tesla, I was going to we look at it every day, but it's definitely red this morning on delivery numbers. People aren't very happy with it. 120.50 and 123.60 are resistances. Support 116.61 and 115.94. In my opinion, bounces are for shorting on Tesla. Weak. Hi, Pope John Paul. Hi, Matthew. I don't know if Tesla will hold 118. The trend is down and it's getting totally smushed by the 1 minute 200 MA. You see that? It's just not a healthy chart. We're green overnight and Tesla's down almost 4%. So I would not bank on it holding anything at this point. It's just very, very weak. All right, we have 3 more minutes till I officially get started with the indices. I have time for another chart request if you would like. SAN. You like those banks, huh? Daily squeezing. Monthly, we're looking for a lower high. This thing is healthy on the weekly and the daily. With the monthly chart, I'd have a hard time going long on this one, knowing that we're expecting a monthly lower high. Resistance is 299 and 302, and support is 295 and 292. You hit the like button? Well, thank you. I go over Bitcoin every day. I swear every time I look at Bitcoin it feels like the last month, it's been 16,700. If you have the ability to sell iron condors on Bitcoin, you have been making bank. An iron condor is a strategy where you sell calls and you sell puts that are on either side of price, looking for it to remain range bound. And oh my God, has Tesla been range bound? Bitcoin. 4-hour inside bars, resistance 16753, support 16693. I swear I could win a contest on guess that number if people ask me tomorrow, what's Bitcoin's price? 16,700. The next day, 16,700. AIG. I use the 200 MA and 50 MA simple moving averages on every single chart I look at. AIG. Man, these insurance charts just look great. 63.76 resistance, 63.89. You have a daily EQ. Support 61.53, 61.29. This looks great. And my sister works for this company, and my husband and my son-in-law and everybody, my brother-in-law, they all work for Aflac. So it makes me look at this chart often. This is a beautiful chart. Potential daily bull flag, potential daily weekly bull flag. Just thought I'd throw that chart out there. It looks really good. 72.38 is your resistance. Happy first day of trading. Okay, silver. It could be a daily rising wedge. We have to be aware of that. We're getting these tiny higher highs without a lot of follow through. 4-hour could be a bull flag. I would stay bullish silver as long as the hourly EMAs are below you. All right, let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show, the first show of 2023. I'm so excited. This is who I am. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter at ChartGalLori and check us out at chartguys.com. What I do here every morning is I walk you through my weighted table where I've given arbitrary numbers, and I admit that they're arbitrary based on my experience as the weight and importance of the said component I'm looking at. And then I go through and look at the daily, the 4-hour, and make these connections. And overall, we're looking at a bullish day. So whomever asked me, are we going up or are we going down? Odds favor bullish with the overnight action and all of these different components adding up to bullish. Doesn't mean it will happen like that at all. This is just a great guide for me to help form my thesis and make sure I'm being as objective as possible and I'm not disregarding facts that could be important. So here's an important fact here. I'm going to highlight what's really important for me today. The ES daily 50 MA overhead, potential rising wedge on 4-hour on ES, and Apple and QQQ. If they could make this come to fruition. So those are probably my most important 4 facts for the day. Is this 4-hour potential rising wedge on ES? Do you see it? It's not as clear as it should be, as a matter of fact. Let's see. If your trend lines don't fit, you must have quit. So we're going to have to abandon that rising wedge idea and delete that. That's no longer important because that is not legitimate. I just eyeballed it this morning without drawing it, and that was a mistake on my part. So we have to quit the rising wedge. The trend lines don't fit. You have support at 384275. You have resistance 390675, the high of overnight. And let me show you what happened. Let's go to the daily chart. We're going to delete the channel. You're welcome, EG. You're welcome, Matthew. Thank you so much. So we were able to get over 3950, the resistance from 1227. However, we were unable to get over that 1222 high. And look at RTY. We were able to get over the 1227 high, but not the 1221 high. And then YM, we were able to get over the 1227 high, but not the 1222 high. So we went within $20 at 1222 high. But let me show you what slowed down the market overnight. NASDAQ. NASDAQ could not get over 1118.375. The high from 1227, it was unable to get over that. Let me label that here. That is your key resistance for the day. We came within 12 bucks of it, and then we recoiled. It doesn't mean it's game over for NASDAQ bulls. It is my opinion that NASDAQ must breach 1118.375 for these daily bull breaks on the other three indices, major indices. In order for them to get followed through, NASDAQ needs to follow through with this break. Until then, I think we could top fish NASDAQ against 1118.375, but bulls have favor here. They did give back a lot of action yesterday evening, and then they were able to recover. That's very frustrating if you're a bull. These higher highs not getting a ton of follow through. That's what made me look for that rising wedge. Hey, Norma in Mexico. Hi. Okay, so let's look at this just a little bit more. ES daily 50 MA overhead and Bitcoin daily 50 MA overhead. Just things to note. VIX is a total-ish show. I can't get anything from this. I'm going to have to stop looking at it. I may throw it away for 2022, 2023 if it keeps doing this kind of crap. So we're green, and then, oh, let me change my color of my pen. We're green, and look at VIX. Bull break of this 4-hour EQ we were watching, up 6%. I'm sure it has something to do with backwardation or contango, so I just can't use it today. It's just totally unusable. All right, anything else standing out? XLF, potential rising wedge. XLF looks strong this morning, relatively speaking. But look at that 4-hour rising wedge. Do you see it? Let's see if I can draw this. Or do I have to quit this one? Okay, gonna have to quit that one. But we are below the daily 50 MA. We're inside Friday's range. 34, 20. We're breaking outside of Friday's range in pre-market. It is more bullish than others, and that's why I have JPM as one of my Queen of the Mountain trades. Y'all know that's my go-to when we're trading XLF. That chart looks great. All right, let's go back up and get some levels here. So you know your key level here, 111.8375. That is your key NASDAQ level, and your new support on NASDAQ, 11.05250. RTY. Your new support, 1780, resistance 1796, and then 1798. YM, resistance 33643. You have a support now at 33366 and 33169. All right, US 10-year, it is rolling over, and that is good for equities. We have a potential hourly bear flag on US 10-year, and again, that is good for equities. This doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Dollar is popping hard. And that's typically a headwind for equities, yet we're green. So that's a bullish divergence that the market was able to separate itself from this dollar pop and continue to be green overnight. Like I mentioned, Hang Seng was up 1.84% and DAX is up 0.7% at the moment. We have Bitcoin, the daily 50 MA overhead right there. 4-hour EQ, 4-hour inside bars, much ado about nothing. ETH, daily 50 MA overhead, and 4-hour inside bars, resistance 1218.52, support 1213.72. This sucker is getting tight inside this EQ. Gold is having a shockingly good morning considering how dollar is so strong. This is really surprising. I don't like these upper wicks forming on these candles up here on metals. I definitely have a bias that I need to work through because I just kept seeing these silver and gold daily rising wedges. But I mean, we keep getting bull breaks. So just, you know, if you abort the short, the long can't be wrong. So, I mean, I've got to step away from the short idea when we continue to have this continuation, and we do have a squeeze on the daily on gold. Your next resistance is up at 1882.50. And your support, 1836.80. We do see that we got a big pullback on that dollar pop here. And gold bulls do not want this to be a bear flag. It should be bullish, Matthew, for metals if the dollar pulls back. Oil, potential hourly rising wedge. I wish I would have seen this one last night. We were below the daily 50 MA, and y'all know I love to short the daily 50 MA. We broke bull, which oil and nat gas love to do this. Look above and fail. We broke by 32 cents, and then we reversed hard at this daily 50 MA. And now we have a potential hourly bear flag. I think that you could look to potentially short bounce on oil, which has me slightly bearish XLE, but I think I checked it bullish here. The daily 50 MA is overhead. Yeah, I kept going back and forth on this one because of oil. I don't like oil, so I'm just not going to check anything. I don't have to check anything. It's my table, my rules. Okay, so oil looks pretty bearish at this daily 50 MA rejection and large pullback. And nat gas, you can't get more bearish than this. They don't call it naughty gas for nothing, or the Widowmaker. It is putting the hurting on some bulls. Your next support is down at 3876. 3876. You're coming in hot to that weekly 200 MA. I have no desire to catch this falling knife. I've seen this movie before, and I don't want nat gas tearing me up like it's done before. So no. We're down 10%. Just because something is down big doesn't mean it's due for a bounce. Look at this 15-minute cooling off RSI. Hourly RSI is only 29. We're down 10%. We're only RSI's at 29. They have just masterfully cooled off RSI as they've been selling the crap out of this. Apple, let me go to my notes. What did I say about Apple? Potential 4-hour IHS. It's getting a little long in the tooth, a little drawn out here. But I would still say this legitimate. We broke bull this morning over 131.03. We want to see more continuation during regular trading hours, but I would say that bulls are making an attempt here to rectify this ugly daily chart. Potential daily bear flag if we can get over 130.48, which we have in pre-market. We want to do it during regular trading hours, and then 131.03. We don't want to look above and fail. If we make a break, this inside bar, well, we broke it Friday by a few pennies. Well, it was a bull break. No, it wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't. We need to get over 130.48 and 131.03. We don't want to look above and fail because that would be a potential daily bear flag. And this is super important chart. Say it with me, class. $2.067 trillion market cap. Nobody comes close. So Apple, super important to the market. Market bulls don't want this to be a bear flag. Amazon. Potential 4-hour falling wedge, but again, if I probably try to put trend lines on that, it wouldn't work either. So I better be careful with what I'm calling falling or rising wedges. It is bullish in pre-market, quite strong compared to Apple. Resistance 85.66, then $86. Don't get it twisted. I think that's what. Let me copy what I wrote in my notes. Amazon 4-hour potential falling wedge. Don't get it twisted though. This chart is still a hot mess express. This chart is an absolute dumpster fire. It has shown no relative strength when you've got names like Meta. I mean, look at that. Google looks terrible. Netflix holding up okay. And Meta looks great. And then you got Amazon. This is a hot mess express. First hourly overbought, which we got it during extended hours. I want to see it happen during regular trading hours. I think that could be a short opportunity. If the market's pulling back, if the market's still green, then I won't, and if the market's going up, I won't mess with that short idea. But I do think we could get a top fish on Amazon today. NVIDIA, potential 2-week IHS forming. So here, this looks pretty healthy on the 2-week, like we could get a reversal going. But on the daily, this is a mess. We have an inside bar that we're breaking bull in pre-market. We want to see that happen during regular trading hours. And if semis can hold up today, that could help boost the market. Y'all know what I say, that semis are the fuel to the market engine. NVIDIA looks healthy along with Amazon this morning, and pre-market relatively stronger than Apple. Tesla relatively weak. Delivery numbers were a miss. You have resistance at 120.50, support at 116.61 and 115.94. In my opinion, bounces are for shorting. So we can go set our alert. Tell me when RSI gets to 70, or if it gets to 70 on Tesla, and that would be a great top fish, potential top fish opportunity. Baba, Queen of the Mountain. Freaking love this chart. We love these tightening ranges. That usually means you have a squeeze and you have pressure building. When you have these tight ranges, we're holding 50 RSI. Holding 50 RSI. That is more bullish. And we're holding the EMAs. Hang Seng was up 1.8 overnight. I like Baba for a long. A pullback buy on Baba. I would love for it to come back to 89.41. So that's Friday's high, and fill that gap and then buy that gap. You're welcome. All right. I love how we have friendships forming in our chat. I love y'all. Okay, JPM, this looks super healthy. Potential, probably it looks better on the 2-week. Yeah, 2-week potential bull flag. I like a pullback buy on JPM here. If we can get one to Friday's high, 134.33. And the way that I trade this is I'll just set an alert. Tell me when it gets to 134.33. And then I'll look for a pullback buy. And I'll assess the market. I'll assess market internals, always weighing all the different variables. All right, Meta looks very healthy. This daily chart is beautiful. Nothing wrong with it. Holding these EMAs. These EMAs are super flat. Got a lot of pressure building in this tightening range here. Lots of pressure. I like this to the bull side if we can have a bullish day. NEO, I like to the bullish side. And again, I would want same concept with JPM and what was the other one? Baba. So here, 998. Tell me when it gets to 998. If it can get to Friday's high and fill that gap, that could be a good area to buy. So I like NEO to the long side for a pullback buy based on Hang Seng being green overnight. And that's it for my Queen of the Mountain trades. Man, I flew through those. AVGO. Hi, Xavier. How are you? AVGO. Healthy, holding daily EMAs. Ooh, this is getting pretty tight. Look at this compression. Again, just going to keep recycling this trade setup. If you could get back to the high of Friday on a pullback, it could be a good dip buy opportunity. Okay, what else? PayPal? You're welcome. This looks really strong this morning. Did it have news? Okay, gotta upgrade. Y'all know y'all can hit that little lightning thing for news. Or here. I think it's here. Yeah, and it goes to the headlines. All right, that looks strong. So on this one, all I can do is smile and wave because it's already up almost 3% in pre-market. Then I say, tell me when RSI hits 30. First 5-minute back burner. That's about all I can do with it up here. Happy New Year, Sarana. Yep, upgrade. Bear break on Dixie. There we go. Yeah, starting to come back to earth. It really made a stand though, because it broke to a daily lower low and then it's already topped over last week's high. So that's pretty impressive recovery for dollar bulls. I wouldn't count them down and out yet. BA is popping. Does it have news, homebody? You're welcome, Chris. I love it. I love trading ES and NASDAQ. It's up 1.3%. I don't know if I'd call this popping. PayPal is closer to a pop. We're up 3%, but yeah, it's bullish. Microsoft has surpassed Apple as the largest holding in QQQ. So, and their market cap is 1.78 trillion. So I guess they are kind of close to Apple. We're trapped below the daily 50 MA, weekly inside bar, daily inside bar. I like it long, but I need a tiny pullback. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to wrap it up for this first day of 2023 with the pregame show. Thank you for being here. If you could give me a follow on Twitter at ChartGalLuri, I would greatly appreciate it. And TradingView people, if you had a question for me, sorry I wasn't able to look at that chat and see if you needed anything. I hope you are well. Hit the like button and use stop losses.